draft begins.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Eddie, and today I'm back. Sorry, I've been posting uh, videos for like over a week and stuff, but I'm back now, so I'm gonna have to return back to my daily video posts. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna give excuses. Like, I don't know, but whatever. So this was a really tough match, just because we had first of all, they had Black Feather. The enemy team banned Cruel, and we they insta banned Cruel, and then our team insta banned Scarf. So that means Black Feather and Adagio are able to be played. So that's really bad. Usually it's always Black Feather, the one that gets banned, just because I don't know exactly how strong he is, but I've heard he's really strong this update. So yeah, that was already going really bad for us, because also the reason why I picked Rona, because I thought I've had a couple of Black Feathers before, and I would think that she is a pretty good counter to Black Feather in some ways. Mainly because if I'm building attack speed, or if I'm just building sheer power, Black Feather can't really do much to shut me down. They can't use an Atlas because of her rage thing, and all she really uses is her red mist. So you can't really Atlas that, right? But then they picked Sky, and that's a really big counter to mainly any melee heroes. So let me bring this down, actually. Sorry, bring the mic down. So yeah, that's really bad for us, because we already know that they're gonna be super aggressive, and yeah, and especially against Rona, against a Cruel, against a Rhyme, I think. But yeah, I felt pretty confident with my Rona skills to be able to take her into a ranked match. So yeah, this is kind of the match where I was like, okay, yeah, she's definitely usable in ranked sometimes, maybe against better heroes. But yeah. So here I'm pretty sure that they're at our jungle camp, so we want to just take theirs, because it'll just be a waste if we just go back and try to fight them when they've already stolen our jungle, even if we do manage to win. So right here, I didn't have my abilities. I didn't want to go in, but Catherine just used her merciless pursuit in. So right here, you saw me use my boots in a kind of half circle around Sky, so that way her Siri Strike or her Board Barrage would have a less chance of hitting me. So right here I was lagging a little bit, so I was like, what's going on? Something happened. I guess I used my B a little earlier, and the lag kind of messed it up. So here's another thing going on with my iPad as well. It's a iPad Mini 2, and it's up to the update where probably it can't handle as it used to before, just because of how big the file or the game is. I don't really know how big exactly it is, but it's getting there. I recorded a Sky video. It's probably coming out tomorrow or something, or 2 days from now. But you guys will see what I'm talking about, that it can't handle the game, because sometimes it just freezes in frames or something, that it has in-game lag. It doesn't have regular connection lag. It has in-game lag where it can't take it anymore. So I know a lot of people as well are gonna get pissed at me because I bought tier 2 boots so early as a jungle. But hear me out. It does give you the health. It does give you the movement speed, and it does give you very slight chance, a very little, not chance. It gives you very little health regen. I believe it's like 3 or something. But I still think I've been trying this a lot lately. Where as a jungle, I would go I would go tier 2 super early, because one thing, the camps aren't really strong in the early game. So my thought was like, okay, so like even if I don't build as much damage, I'm still gonna be able to get there faster than the enemy team, and probably might not have a faster jungle clear time. But for the next few days, I've been doing that, and it's worked out pretty well. Just because one thing, against a Sky, you really don't want to stay in that 4 barrage or in that Suri strike for long, right? So you just want to get out of there as soon as possible. Sometimes she gets you. Sometimes she gets you like pinned down, and she just follows you. If she has a Frostburn, you're most likely gonna stay in most of that. But yeah, that was like my reasoning for buying these tier 2 boots first. So then what I'm going afterwards is a Sorrow Blade, just for sheer power, or just for base attack power. But yeah, it seemed to work pretty fine. Because when I buy the first tier 2 items, the enemy team won't really worry, because I'm not doing so much damage. The enemy team might not worry that I'm a threat for now, so they won't build as much defense as you would think, or as normal. But once I do start getting my all of my attack, all of my damage, then they might start thinking me as a threat. So there's like an obviously counter build to this, where you could just still build defense, or like even if, or like, yeah, just they just don't see it and they just build however they want. But yeah, don't really try this out. I've been using it. It's worked fine for me. I don't know about you guys and all of your playstyles. So yeah, this is my playstyle. This is my thinking. So yeah, don't take my word for it and say that I'm saying, oh, it's gonna work. You have to try this out. No, I'm not saying that, because you might get mad at me. So right here we did jump in them. They were already kind of like half health. This is what I was talking about, where I'm saying my game can't handle it. I would click him and Rona wouldn't respond to it. She was just running around like with her thingies. So that was one thing that I said that has in-game lag. That I clicked Blackfeather, and she wouldn't go to him. She would just keep running in a direction where I last pointed to, or like clicked. So, and I think this is mainly just because of how it's connected to the Elgato. I don't know if it happens to anyone else that has an Elgato, but by itself, the iPad mini by itself, it works just fine. But when I plug it into my Elgato, into the lightning cable, that's when it starts having all this in-game lag. And yeah, sometimes you will see that I have like really crappy video or just footage, mainly because of the it's connected to the Elgato. So right here my Catherine is really low. I was surprised Arden didn't really go for it. But right here it's against 2v3. I tried whatever I could just to get out of that place, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna die. Box didn't even help out. Whatever. I almost didn't manage to get this guy. So it's kind of, I was like, damn it, whatever, right? But yeah, I guess the Catherine was getting mad here too. He's like, why don't you come help or something, because she pings in the question mark. So what I'm going for is a Sour Blade and a Breaking Point and a Bone Saw. Like, I think Breaking Point, I don't like it anymore. It's just useful. The only person, or like the only few heroes that I really do think it's good against this is with Rona. and maybe Joel. Maybe Joel. Um, because Rona, she has that splash damage, right? So your stacks will get pretty high up if they're all bunched up together. In this case, it's two melees on the other team, Arden and Blackfeather, so I can have possibility of getting to them bunched up, while bunched up, and just red mist and just get all my stacks there. And then once and if that goes well, I could just use my B ability to try and catch up to that sky with all my stacks, and that'll just be probably death for this guy. But it's really hard to get those circumstances, or to get that situation to actually work, just because most of the time they're probably too smart for that, and they just split. But that was just my that was my thought right here. They kind of caught Catherine, and well, not really. She just face checked, and I guess she just wasn't prepared for it, and she's already low on health. And I don't know if the fountain worked right here, because I saw Catherine use it, but I didn't see my health go up at all. I know they used it up there, but I'm not too sure about our fountain. Maybe there's like a little bug or something. I think this is a new update right now. This is like a couple of days ago, so I'm sorry. I just didn't have the time to record my face cam thing. I think this is before 16.1. I think the little update that came out a while ago. So yeah, maybe it has a little glitches still. So here the enemy team was in the perfect position to go and push turret, just because they saw that we were low as well, but that we went down. And that way they just need to clear one wave of our minions, and that way they could push for the turret. But luckily for us, they weren't fast enough, and they only got our turret to like half health, maybe 3/4. I don't know, but they missed their chance for that turret. Whoa, sorry, I had to burp. Alright, so I'm not too worried about my breaking point for now. I just want to be able to... Well, actually, yeah, I think I am. I think that's what I get next, actually. After I get that item, I'm not too worried about the damage that I do. I'm more worried about being able to survive and being able to just stay up on top of them. Stay on top of them, I should say. Look, there you go. I don't know if again fountain was used. I saw the little detail, all the sparkle thing right here. I kind of messed up. I ran like not really directly to into Sky's ultimate, but it was kind of my fault that that I walked barely, not really barely, but like where her ult was hitting. So yeah, that was a bad death for me. So right here, I think I get my breaking point. And my next purchase should be an Aegis for the Sky and a Shiver Steel, just to keep them just to keep them close to me most of the time, or just so that they won't be able to run away. So right here, if your turret explodes, you want to make sure you go to the turret and get all the last hits, because no matter how low the minion's health is, when the turret explodes, it will always have this tiny bit of health left. So you always want to make sure you get that farm before the minions just come in and kill it with just one shot. Even if your lane got mad, like I don't know if you noticed, but my laner got mad at me for getting it, but he's like, okay, they're already dead either way, so just get him, whatever. So you want to do that. So here, we didn't know what the Sky was, so and we took down Blackfeather and Arden, so we were like, you might as well just go for this gold mine, right? And again, we don't know where she is. We still don't know where she is, so we just go for this mini mine as well. And I think it gives us 375 gold. Yeah, there you go, 375, and plus the extra 100 something, 141 from the Iron Guard contract from Catherine. So that's really good. You want to make sure you let your roam sometimes take care attack first all the big objectives, so that way you can get a little bit more gold out of it. So right here we almost got rid of Blackfeather, but he was able to get away. because of his ultimate, and we just didn't catch up. So here, I do try to be smart about it and just jump over the wall, but we do just get the Arden, but that's about it. So one thing you guys really need to learn is when to back out, when to know to put to chase, and when to know to back out. Not many people like have a gut feeling or an instinct for that kind of stuff, but for this type of game, you want to make sure. For a lot of type of games, actually, you want to make sure, or anything in general, you need to make sure when to keep chasing and when to back out. Like in that case, we kept chasing because Garden was extremely low, but we were able to kill him before he got to his turret. So yeah, right here again, we could chase because the turret is already gonna be destroyed, right? So it was just like 1 or 2 more hits from me, and that's it, by turret, so that area is clear, so that we could just have a little fight right there. So right here, I went a little too deep because the turret's still there. That was my fault, but I thought my teammates had a lot more health than I thought. And yeah, that kind of ended up really bad because, especially, it ended up bad because Blackfeather is alone. And Catherine is alone, and the fight you can just imagine that Blackfeather is obviously gonna pick it up in the end. But yeah, know when to pick your fights. You have to make sure all of your abilities are up. You have to make sure all of your teammates have enough energy to be able to use those abilities. You have to make sure you have to look at your health. You have to look at the positioning you are at. And you, if given the circumstance, you have to make sure to know where your enemy is at. So like that's what I always, before I always get into a fight, I always look at all that stuff: energy, health, abilities, and actives. Maybe actives. Well, no, yeah, actually, always actives. You always want to make sure you check those before you engaged in a fight. As a roam, as a jungler, not so much as a laner because you're always most likely gonna be in the back. But here, we're split, as you can see, but not for long because we're able to. Vox only gets trapped in the gauntlet. So right here, like I'm telling you, my game starts getting a little choppy at some points, and like I said too, here like I would click some abilities and they just wouldn't activate or something, and that just leads to like really close call from this team fight. We do kill this guy. We're gonna kill the Blackfeather here in just a second. There we go. And Arden is just chasing Vox, but since Arden knows that we're all alive, he just needs to back out, and it was a smart play on him instead of just going after the Vox. But right here, he sees the Catherine coming a little too close, and he decides to jump in on her to get at least 1 kill out of this. But Vox just come in and silence him, so that we do get an ace, and we decide to go for the Kraken while Vox pushes lane on top. So that's what you guys want to do. 2 people, your 2 junglers, go for the Kraken. At the same time, your laner just hurries to the lane and starts pushing. And once at least 1 turret is destroyed, or as long as the enemy team is coming in, it's better recommended that your laner comes down and helps out on taking down the Kraken. So right here, I do have all of my items that I really need, and right here I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me go for another attack item, maybe Bone Saw or something, just because I picked up the Swift Shooter and I wanted a little bit more attack speed, so it was fine, I guess. So right here, I could have used my Aegis, but I didn't really see the need for it, as it's not really like doing anything to us. So I could just probably save that Aegis for something else. But I think I already used it. What the hell? Whoops. So right here, like again, I have the health to be able to chase down Arden. Even though Sky was kind of wailing on me. So that I would even after I did that, I was able to kill down the Arden. So yeah, that was kind of that was good for us. And yeah, I think we did get the ace or something. Did we? Oh yeah, we did get the ace. And that's just game, you guys. So if you guys haven't tried out Rona, you can try her out. She's not a complete potato this update, but you just really need to learn how to use all of her abilities. You need to know. Well, yeah, you just need to know how to use her, like to a decent, to a specific level, to be able to take her into rank. Maybe these guys weren't experienced enough against the Rona, or I don't know. Maybe they weren't just good. Maybe I just got lucky. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and like give her a try if you did. I think she's really good. So I think at this point I just go into my I go to my elo. Like I said, this was a little couple of days ago. I am in, I think, tier 2 or something, or tier 3, pretty good. I right now, and I'm currently, this is like a couple of days after, like 2 days, 3 days. I'm in tier 4 right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, again, I'm sorry guys, I haven't been posting up a lot of videos lately, but don't worry, I won't get back on track. There should be one video a day, just like before. So I hope I wasn't gone for too long, and I hope we'll see you guys next time. Later.